Greetings from beyond the fabric of reality! I'm Scythe, and bringing you another Fate Extra episode. Yeah, again, we're... Oh, wait, hold on. We were near the bottom anyway. We were here. Yeah, I'm still technically playing through the game as I LP this, like I was doing with P3P, but it's completely different. And she's new. Now, supposedly, you can actually meet somebody else beforehand. Oh, our club's ace. Did you find out anything yet yesterday? What? The little red rooftop vanished before your eyes? She disappeared, then there isn't anything we can do about that. Nothing we can do? What's with the editor-in-chief's reaction? It's not right. I thought she'd say something like, "Hey, don't scare me like that." Actually, the problematic part is how nonchalant she is that a person disappeared. Your next story will be Mystery of the Courtyard Chapel. Editor-in-chief keeps talking like nothing happened. She's already on to the next thing. Should I say something? Hey, did you know there's a chapel on campus even though this is a missionary's girl? Seems the chapel has been here longer than the school. This is just a rumor, but they say that it's haunted and magic rites are performed there. I'm sending you to investigate. The entrance to the courtyard is on the end of the right side of the first floor hallway. Okay. Nothing's odd about that? Let's go this way. Here's Sinji in front of the door of 1B. That's strange, even for here. Huh? Oh, it's you again. I don't have time to play like you obviously do. Go play Recorder or whatever it is. Friendless geeks like you do instead of having a life. I don't know, there's somebody... I think if you go there yesterday, there's somebody at the end of the hallway. You're like, there's something here. Are you going to the garden? Keep your guard up. It's almost too quiet there. Lately, I've been getting these crushing headaches at school. It's starting to freak me out. Let's give it a moment. Supposedly, people show up from day to day. You go and check. Hello. Hello, young people. I shall follow your progress with great interest. Best of luck. That's strange. There's nobody here. I thought there would be somebody here. Never mind. I can't do that yet. I'm so used to pressing a button to transport somewhere. What? That's just weird. The man stands like a black stain, tinting the joyful, multicolored flower beds around him. It's a new teacher, Kutsuki. The man standing in front of me isn't acting like a teacher by any stretch of the imagination. The sick malignancy of overbeating aggression fills the air, and scattered around him are dead bodies of students! Why did you come in here? I'm certain I locked that door. I suppose I'll test you out. His thin lips hardly moved, but in the next instant, I'm bowled over, as if struck by invisible force. Chaotic thoughts bury my brain like endless grains of sand. What happened? Can I move my limbs? Seriously, what was that? Kutsuki hasn't moved. No one else is nearby. Who? Why? How? My thoughts are whirling around in my head. My heart races. I see what you are now. It isn't you, I suppose. His voice was quite his, but I could hear everything he said. This man with cold, indestructible eyes raises his palm towards me. When I come to, I'm collapsed in the garden. The garden is silent. There's not even a trace of Katsuki or the corpses that have been there. I'm uninjured, though. My body aches from lying on the ground. The cold sweat that had covered me is gone too. The only piercing pain in my head remains. Maybe it was just a bad dream. I gulp air and attempt to stand. The ground seems to move under my feet. I'm delusional, of course. The ground isn't moving. I'll give my report to the editor-in-chief tomorrow, and just go home for the day. A day will pass if you leave campus. I won't leave yet. No, I should probably look around campus a little more. If I want to leave, I should head out through the main gate. To actually try and touch the chapel. A faint voice can be heard coming from inside the chapel. I wonder if a service is being held now. As I try to move closer to better hear the muffled voice, my body refuses to cooperate. We'll get into that a bit more later. Every option actually has... I'm assuming that nothing changes if you run around places, but I'm going to check out each floor. Oh, hello. Ah, you scared the bejeebus out of me. What do you want? Actually, I'm glad you're here. The editor-in-chief asked me to investigate the 7 Wonders, but check this out. One of Tiskamora Academy's 7 Wonders is a female ghost who wanders the hallway. The ghost of a foreign girl who wanders the 3rd floor. If you respond to her, she'll suck out your soul. Cool. Now that you know the details, go investigate for me. Huh? You think I should walk around the 3rd floor and do it on my own? No way. I really can't handle that paranormal stuff. If anyone can take the case of the wandering ghosts on the 3rd floor, it's you. Good luck. So, I don't have a name? What floor am I on, anyway? So I was looking at the garden, caught the eye of a stranger, and then they vanished. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I had a splitting headache ever since. What's up with that? What do you want, second year? Could you possibly be... No way. Go home, kid. This area around the school has been safe recently. Nice to know I'm being shooed away by somebody. Ah, there's a point of interest here. Once school is over, all traces of humanity disappear. The silence left behind is terrifying. Alone in the midst of this unnerving scene, I suddenly sense a strange presence nearby. It feels like there's someone standing right behind me, staring at the back of my head. As if to be my imagination, I hear no footsteps, no sounds of breathing. I'm alone here. And yet, the feeling I'm alone persists. Or not alone. Must be some hallucination of some kind. What should I do? If it's my imagination playing tricks on me, then there should be nothing there if I turn around to look. So what should I do? Turn around. I turn around, and course, no one is there. Is what I want to say. However, standing there is what appears to be a young girl. The young girl's appearance is definitely at odds with the surrounding campus. With its massive frills and hoop skirt, her dress is right out of the Victorian era. Combined with her porcelain-like skin, she looks just like a child's doll come to life. It's kind of a relief, but the point is, she doesn't seem to be really alive. The girl doesn't move a muscle, but just like a doll, just like a corpse, just like a painting, like a wraith. Her eyes, full of sadness, stare fixedly in my direction. Suddenly, her figure begins to melt away. As she slowly fades into nothingness, the last things to disappear are her eyes. Ooh, odd. With that, the strange presence I felt fades away. There's nothing to indicate the girl was ever there. She must be the source of the wandering girl stories floating around school. With that done, we can actually leave now. So I don't think there's anybody else we can meet while we're still here. I better pick up the pace. Over here's the main game. Maybe I should just go home now. Go home. Save progress? Yes. Unlike my other games, which I'm currently selected on, I will be saving over my old data. Where's the belfry? In that moment, gentle days end. Morning. Days remaining, 0. When I enter the classroom this time, things are a little bit different. Wow. Okay, then how do you solve this problem, Leo? In this case, you substitute this for this, and then divide everything by x. It's the same simple equation that you used earlier. Whoa, you're right. Thank you, Leo. Looks like he's texting on a phone. Unlike somebody else, he helps out his classmates without displaying an ounce of I'm gonna say, he helps people without actually throwing them in an insult. Condensation. There we are. And that someone is directing a nasty scowl towards the new kid. That bunch of brown-nosing idiots will suck up to anyone who's got a bigger pea-brain than theirs. Heh, whatever. It's no skin off my back. People who are ugly inside are ugly outside too. Well, you're ugly too. It seems that Shinji's gaggle of female admirers have migrated to Leo's desk. For once, Shinji's irritation is kind of understandable. I'll give him this. The brat is a real charity worker, laying on the charm for those souls. He's desperate to appear smarter than me, but I'm the real smart one here. I see what he's doing. That dumb little kid doesn't know that I'm onto him. Reacting to Shinji's voice, Leo glances this way. Leo's expression is... what? Inscrutable, but not hostile. What do you want? You want to go? After a few false starts, Shinji finally manages to squeeze that out in a low voice. I don't know if Leo heard, but he gets out of his seat. The recoil turns into a noticeable flinch, which Leo smiles kindly in response. Unlike Shinji, Leo's gestures are filled with dignity. If I had unknowingly given you the cause to be malicious, I would like to deeply apologize. Shinji Motu, is it? I'll be careful not to upset you in the future. His message firmly delivered, Leo returns to his seat. His soft voice bore no note of hostility or resentment. I know it's hard to believe, but maybe Leo wasn't upset. Heh, he knows when to bow down to a true authority. it seems. I'm such a nice guy. I'll just accept his apology. Yeah, it's not like he ever pissed me off. After visually confirming that Leo is otherwise occupied, Shinji friends calmness and leans back. I made it. Good morning, everyone. Not again! And thud. That sound must make me cringe, no matter how many times I hear it. Everyone is desensitized to it for the most part, even knowing that she'll just jump back to her feet in a few seconds. We should probably worry more. Midday. Shinji still seems to be in a bad mood. It's obvious that he doesn't like Leo all that much. But with him, it's impossible to tell if he's being really mad or just being cynical. Either way, it's just more of the same. Just like our homeroom's teacher's daily dramatic entrance, and once again, the day begins. Alrighty then, let's pick off where we left off. According to Dr. Pierceman's biography, this again? During class, I thought I saw Leo smirk a little, but other than that, nothing exciting occurred. Today is just another boring day, and a long string of boring days. Who here knows what amnesia is? It's a terrifying condition where an individual loses all of their memories. It's caused by brain damage, severe trauma, or even infections of one's mucous membranes. The section of the doctor's biography we just covered touches on this condition. The cure for such a scary condition was discovered by Dr. Pierceman. With that said, using amnesia as an excuse for forgetting your homework isn't gonna fly. When I was young, a fair number of my classmates were unscrupulous enough to try this. And before you get any ideas, I'm still young. In fact, I'm putting that fact on the test. And per the norm, Tiger's lecture starts to peter out. Just as a collection of "this again" starts to rise from the students. Miss Fujimura. Without being acknowledged by the teacher, Leo suddenly rises to his feet. The tension in the classroom ratchets up immediately as eyes all focus on Leo. The young boy surveys the room with a mysterious smile, taking in everyone's startled glances. Oh, and of course, my fellow classmates. It is time for me to leave. We will probably never meet again, so I wish you all well. What? My head. The pain. Actually, I'm suffering from a headache right now. And before I forget, Miss Fujimura, I think you are still young, even now. I'll never get used to saying that name. Just your presence is enough to remind me of the beauty of youth. You are a remarkable person. After what seemed to be a very slight bow, he immediately seems to disappear from the room. Alright then, let's continue. Please turn to page 86. And accompanied by the sound of flipping pages, the lesson goes on as nothing had happened. Showing off like that in the middle of class, what a jackass. If you have to use the John, be a little more discreet. And that I have to leave crap? Seriously, isn't he supposed to be some kind of aristocrat or princeling or something? Of course, what just happened is impossible. A highly suspicious disappearance in the middle of class and the teacher doesn't seem to care. No one in the class says anything, and the class continues as nothing strange had happened. It was the same dull, dreary scene as yesterday, and the day before. This can't be natural. It is now the evening. After Leo's exit from class, the lesson continues unabated, as if following a set script. Strange. This is definitely strange. As is, the world's tilted slightly, and everything with it is losing its sense of presence. My head. It feels like it's going to explode. The pain is making it hard to remember who I am. Unlike him, I can remember who I am. Wait, come to think about it. I mean, really. Who am I? What is my name? How old am I? Where do I live? How many people are in my family? What was my life before I started attending this school? I can't remember anything. My memory's been completely erased somehow. How and why did this happen? That's right, the editor-in-chief of the journalism club. As the president of the journalism club, she at least should know my name. I know I have filled out something when I first joined the club. I'll ask her. Hopefully she'll be in her normal spot. I was going to say usual, but that would have worked too. Man, where is everyone? It's like a ghost town around here. Things are getting weird. That Leo guy. Where the heck did he go? I never thought he'd be the type to ditch class. Yeah, where did he go? Oh, well, I'm already at 20 minutes. I guess I'll leave the exciting conclusion to this day for the next part. Tune in again for more Fate Extra.
You